So I have Lee Mengo, who is an actor and acting teacher. So just wanted to talk a little bit of time about your experience with Theatr Nanog. So first of all, when did you first become aware of Theatr Nanog or Theatr West Glamorgan?
Theatre West Glamorgan I became aware of in school. I remember they came round and they used to do plays. I just remember there was like three or four actors and they just changed the hat. And just remember loving it, loving the story. And they did like an old Welsh story, and yeah, I just remember absolutely loving it. So that's when I first heard about West Glamorgan Theatre, Theatre West Glamorgan. Yeah.
Great. And what about for you? What were the shows that you did with them? Any memories that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, so by the time I worked with them, they were Theatr Nanog. I think they were quite recently Theatr Nanog when I worked with them, actually. And the first job I had with them was in 2000, and it was Charles Christmas in Wales. And we went to Swansea Grand and we toured around Britain, and then we went to Ireland as well. But it was so long ago that I remember writing a letter to get the job.
Ah,
And
hmm.
I know I wrote it in it with a green pen for some reason because that's all I had. And I remember when I met Gaynor for the audition, she was like, "I thought a child had actually written me a letter
I love that. I
asking
love
for a
that.
job."
Isn't that
So
mad that we used to
yes,
write letters? I think I came
I
to
know.
see that in the Bloomsbury Theatre. Or did you do it twice? Did you do it more than once or?
They did it twice, but I only did it once.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, we did it in London. Did it all over. It was absolutely brilliant experience. I remember actually taking it to Ireland and coming out quite quickly after the show in Cork and listen to two of the audience members talk about how much they loved it, but they knew that none of us were Welsh because the accents were so terrible. But like we were all Welsh. But yeah, I remember loving that.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Um, in terms of coming into the industry,
Yeah.
how useful do you think that Theatr Nanog are to young professionals, going out there? Some people, it's their first job, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, as it was for me, it was one of my very first jobs. And so, just to speak from experience as someone coming into that company that felt so warm and kind, I remember working with actors who were older than me at the time, who were like in their 30s. And I remember thinking they were really old. But I was just remember how much fun they had together as a company.
Mm.
And I've also now, as like a teacher, had students be part of like young theatre nanog. What's it called, Ton? What's the
Yeah, the young associates.
Yeah, so
Mm.
as a teacher, I've had students be part of the young associates now, and to see that still being nurtured and how much they learnt from that, I just think that's a fantastic thing because you're hitting loads of things there, aren't you? You're as kids, as young kids, you're seeing first class theatre. And then as sort of students, when you're not quite yet in the industry, you have an attachment with Theatre Nanog, with the young associates. And then as an actor, you can also have that connection still with Theatre Nanog. So yeah, I think that's quite amazing.
Mm. So you did a few shows, didn't you, with them? What would you say the impact kind of was on audience?
I did two quite different shows as well. Did the, family show, which was Charles Christmas in Wales, and then we did the Bankrupt Bride, which was just a little bit more adult. I think for me, what always runs through theatre and Nog shows is like heart and fun. And just the wide range of audience that come to see it. Especially Charles Christmas in Wales, that was a really, literally kids to sort of old people coming to see it and just loving the work as well.
Mm. Have you got any kind of like silly memory or something that you can distinctly remember about one of the shows that stands out?
Um, I think with a Child's Christmas in Wales, it was just such a good laugh. I think taking when you've got a very Welsh show, which people know as Dylan Thomas, very Welsh show, when you're taking that to Ireland and you're seeing the way that they react and the love that they have for that show, I think that was absolutely brilliant. And something really remember Ireland is the kebab shop because it's called Abracababra.
I love that. I
Don't know
love
why,
that.
but I remember all the cast are obsessed with abracadabra. So we do the show and then get an abracadabra and go back.
But the mad thing is, because I've seen hundreds of shows, but I really vividly remember that one. It had a great cast as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it was an amazing cast, really, really good. And the cast was when casts are really successful. I think this is a good thing when you had people who just graduated, and then you had older people, and then you had people who'd been in the industry a long time. So you had a real breadth of experience, which then everyone brings to the piece, don't they?
Mm.
So yeah, that piece was beautiful.
Lovely. Great. And just to finish up, is there anything that you'd like to say on their 40th celebration?
Thank you very much, Theatr Nanog. Thank you for inspiring me as a young kid when I got to see first class theatre, and then as a young actor to work with a company that was amazing. And then just thank you for going on and making brilliant work for people of all ages. Thank you.